Maad, what if you encounter a witch or a demon?
You can just do what I'm about to do. Fireball! Yeah! And a chop to make sure they get dizzy, and then do all those other things I said before in the video. Luckily though, witches and demons don't exist. Or do they? Hansel and Gretel are the young children of a poor woodcutter. When a great famine settles over the land, their stepmother decides to take them into the woods and leave them there to fend for themselves, so that she and her husband do not starve to death as the children eat too much. The next day, they walk deep into the woods and Hansel lays a trail of white pebbles. After the stepmother abandons them, the children wait for the moon to rise and then they follow the pebbles back home, much to their stepmother's rage. Once again, provisions became scarce and the mother angrily orders her husband to take the children further into the woods and leave them there to die. Hansel and Gretel attempt to gather more pebbles, but find the doors locked and discover it's impossible to escape. The following morning, the family treks into the woods. Hansel takes a slice of bread and leaves a trail of breadcrumbs for them to follow home. However, they soon discover that the birds have eaten the crumbs and that they are lost in the woods. After days of wandering, they follow a beautiful white bird to a clearing in the woods and discover a large cottage built of gingerbread, cookies, cakes, candy, chocolate, with window panes of clear sugar, and you get the idea, made of various sweets. Hungry and tired, the children begin to eat the rooftop of the house when the door opens and a woman emerges and lures the children inside with the promise of soft beds and delicious food. They enter without realizing that their hostess is a bloodthirsty witch who built the gingerbread house to waylay children to cook and eat them. You may have heard of the story of Hansel and Gretel. Boomers may buy that story, but might Zoomers? They won't. I'm about to show you that evidence. So, let's go to the forest using a special means of transportation that I have. Oh, look! Look, Mom! We're in the forest already! How did we get here? Whatever, it doesn't matter how we got here. Let's just see what this forest has in store for us. Technically, parents can't abandon their children by law. That's because if they do, they will get fined and maybe even punished, maybe even thrown in jail. So they have to take care of their children. Even the original story did change to adapt to this, because now the parent who's taking care of Hansel and Gretel is their stepmother, not their original mother. But let's say that you're in a forest. And your step-parents or step-parent wanted to abandon you. Just don't let her. Hang on to your step-parents. Cling on to them until you really can't do it anymore. And even if you can't do it anymore, just keep doing it. Remember, it's for your own good.
Maad, can you please wait here? I need to go and buy kerupuk upil.
Don't go, Mom. I already have a lot of upil. I don't need more.
Bye, Maad.
No!
I'll be back. I'll be back. Bye.
Mom! No! let's say you failed. You know, it can happen. Your step-parents can just ignore your cries for help and just leave you to buy krupuk upil or whatever. Just don't panic. Mommy! No! Mommy! Mom! Where are you? Mommy? Are you there? Mommy! Whoa! Oh, I just realized. I'm Generation Z. Now let's see if I have... Oh! I do! My cell phone. And it has data as well. That's sweet. I can just call my mother from here. But don't fret if your mom doesn't pick up. Mine hung up. We can just use GPS, the global positioning system. Isn't that cool? Now we can see where we are. Okay. Hey, it looks like I'm pretty close to home actually. Oh no! It looks like I've wandered further away from home. Let's see if I... Hey, look, it works. A light. So, fellow Zoomers, if you're wherever, away from home and you can't find your way back, don't worry, just use GPS. That didn't help, so we're using my backup plan, the taxi program. Here I can just call up a taxi and it will just bring me back home because it's a taxi. That's how it earns money.
Do you have money to pay the taxi?
No, but I can just yoink my dad's credit card.
But Maad, what if there's no road nearby?
Oh, you're right. Well then, I'll just dial the international emergency number. That is 112. 112. Oh, I'm lost in the mountains in the forest near Forest Way. Yeah. Could you please take me back home? Oh yeah, I live in 87 Leafy Street. Thank you. Bye. And while you wait for them, just admire the forest. Hey, you can't just be lost in such a beautiful place and be like, oh no, I'm just gonna pace back and forth. No, just look at these sticks. Look at them branching. Guys, look at those. They're ground cherries. We could actually sell those and then we'd be rich and then we'd make lots of money. Doesn't look like a fruit. Let's open it. Oh, it is a fruit. Oh my goodness. Nature is so powerful. They can make fruits that open and close. Alright, now to take this thing up.
Maad, what if you encounter a witch or a demon?
You can just do what I'm about to do. Fireball! And a chop to make sure they get dizzy. Then you just run away and then do all those other things I said before in the video. Luckily though, witches and demons don't exist. Or do they?
Alright, but what if you're too deep in the mountain? and there's no signal.
Okay, now that's a scary situation. Don't worry, just take a few deep breaths and try to find the path that takes you back to the city. Before you know it, you'll have signal again and you can just dial the emergency number. Remember, it's 112. Or there's another way you can get back home. Just close your eyes, focus,